science of agriculture, the land, the seeds, and the man.
Agricultural survival.
They have represented me with the worst image, but I know without a doubt that it's because of their lack of knowledge. Foresight, they don't have to see distance. That's why they're living in ignorance.
The man.
I Selassie, I say, any country that use.
Hi, I'm your host tonight on What Matters at the Roundtable. Stanley West McPherson, January the 2nd, 2018. Yes, a new year. We're on Pegasus, Channel 13, network, cable network, Spectrum. Yes, you can have something to say, but you can call in. Area code 607-272-0319. That's if you have something to say on a comment that I will make tonight. But if you miss tonight live in the studio, you can pick us up on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. or Thursday morning at 10:30 a.m. or Sunday at 3:30 p.m. If you don't have Spectrum cable network, you can get a direct link to the show. Yes, we send links all around the world. You can get one as well in 2018. We send links to London. Irene Case, a member of ours here in the studio. We send links to India, Roy. Also, Senna. She is here getting her PhD at Cornell University, and she's from Turkey, and she gets our direct link. We send links all around the world to Kimberly in Texas, and she responds back. So you can get a link. Don't matter what geographical area, location you in, you can get our direct link to our show. We're on the web. We're on YouTube. We're on Google. We're everywhere. And we're on Pegasus, Channel 13. So you can get our direct link, or you can come and upload. Doesn't matter. You can have it. Also, we want to give a shout out to those that helped us in the New Year season, and that's about to get with us on this living wage. So you stay tuned on that. Also, I want to give a shout out to Chela, Chocolate Models, Chelasway. She's from the Bronx, and she has new material coming out. Stay tuned for that. Chela, Chocolate Model, she's got CM Honeys, she's got DVDs, 1 hour and 15 minutes. You can have it. She's got all kind of stuff coming out. You can have it. She's got sexyassladies.com, a DVD for 25 minutes. You can get it. Go to her website, chocolatemodels.com or sexyassladies.com. She also has Straight Stunning magazine. This is her 10th anniversary. Now, she's coming out with something new. So stay tuned. Her 12th anniversary. 11th is going to be her 11th anniversary. So you stay tuned for her new stuff coming out. She also has Dulce Girls. She's on the cover of this magazine, Chelasway from the Bronx. So you can have all her material that comes out. And she also has Straight Stunning magazine, issue number 145. It's still available. You can get it. Go to her website. We're also dealing with the Looney Tunes. She's making sure that children eat a balanced breakfast on Saturdays, because they get up early and watch the Looney Tunes. and forget all about a balanced breakfast. Chela can be on a cereal box near you. Chelasway from the Bronx. We also have Jackie, and she's still at Sally's. And we have Jean and Lorraine. And Ashley and Anna, they're at the mall. Also, Brieanna and Faith. We also have Stephanie at Five Below. We hope she did great in her studies. Also, Mel, Linda, and David. We want to wish them a Happy New Year's. They did a great deed last year for us. Also, Melissa and Dot. Stay tuned for the twins. Also, Milton Weeb, co-host, could not make it tonight. We know that he would want to be here, but right now we are staying in touch. So you stay tuned that he will be here next week. We really want to get in and discuss about these fires in the Bronx. 2 fires, and both of the fires, it was a tragedy. The first fire, a child, 1-year-old child died in this fire. We was like, this is horrible. You know, what's happening here? The second fire, 4 children died and 8 people, another 12. And this is all in the Bronx. And I'm like, you know, this never used to happen. The firemen used to be on time. You know, what's happening here? You know, it's like, wait, whoa. You know, I hope this ain't the way that, you know, I'm for getting more firefighters because, you know, I wanted to be a firefighter myself, you know, when I was a young kid. So I admire going in, doing your job, being a fire put out. But far as using as a tactic, you know, that people get hurt, I'm not for that because that's lives at stake. Now, we know they should have never closed no fire engines. We know that. But they're doing that because they're stealing the money. This is what I'm saying, what the government is doing, and people's lives are at stake here. That's 2 fires. The second fire was of gas, okay? And the reason why is because the people probably had to heat up their house, okay? They had no steam. So we did it when I was a kid. We did it. We put the oven on and the gas on so we can warm up the whole house. So that second fire, in the investigation, the firefighter said that was of gas. So, you know, in my mind was like, oh, I already know where that came from. That's coming from no heat, warming up the house. My sister down there says her cat died. She woke up and her cat was dead. Okay, and her cat came to a warm house, and all of a sudden, when it get cold, no hot water, no heat. What's going on with these people, with these landlords? You know, they holding up. They know it's gonna get cold. They supposed to have these pipes fixed, new pipes in there, you know, but they want rent though. But they ain't not fixing these pipes. And so you see in the results now, you know, the results is coming out. Now, 2 fires already in the Bronx, all right? And they was like right back to back. And both of them was 12 people in those fires. 5-room apartment, and the other one was another 5-room. So it's like, this is crazy, you know? So people is trying to get around this, but this is a serious issue because you got kids that's dying in this fire. The first fire was 1-year-old child, okay? The second fire was 4 kids, you know? So we looking at this like, hey, I'm about to make some noise on this one, okay? And I don't care where this go, but I'm taking this all the way because you don't be killing kids in no fire. Open up these fire engines. Do not close these fire engines because that's what they've been doing. They're closing it and try to make one big engine, okay, one big sector. No. You open up these fire engines because these men and women saved lives, okay? And they said that this fire didn't happen 25 years and there was no fire like that. Of course, we know that because they're always on time. They're always making sure that people get out alive. Now they're coming in. This is the second time, 12 dead, twice. It's 24 people, okay? And 2 fires in only a couple of days, okay? And I'm like, no, what's up with this, This is crazy. One was the day before New Year's, and the other one was on New Year's, the day after. So that means you had one in the last year and one coming in this New Year's. Like, no, this is crazy. We're saying enough is about that. You open up these firehouses. These people are trained to do what they do and save lives. So listen, this thing needs to go. The president is tweaking nonsense. He needs to be on the air saying, listen, open up, put money in there for them firehouses, because we know that one fire engine takes a long time to get to a certain destination, and all time, and that's what they need. These people die sometime of smoke inhalation, burns. Time is at an essence here. Time is at essence. So we can't say, well, we put them in the beginning of the Bronx, and then they got to race towards the north side. Listen, that's too much time. It's supposed to be fire engines all over the place, in every area. The ones that they close down, they should open them up. And I don't know why people ain't making no fuss about this, especially about closing all these fire engines down. That's a no-no. You don't close no fire engines down. Oh, because we the budget cut. No. Get the money from the people that got it. They're sitting on it. You're stealing it. You're robbing people. You're trying to get other people's money. You're messing with Social Security. You messing with the senior citizens. You're stealing their money. You're making their accounts in their name, knowing that someday that they're gonna die in that old folks' home and that home, and you robbing their money. And this is what you're doing. And I know about this because I done read up on this stuff. This is what you're doing. But you closing fire engines, hoping people die, and listen, and know this stuff. It's in the Bronx, okay? I lived in the Bronx, so I know what the Bronx entails of. This is why you're doing it. But you see, but in California, that big blaze out there, where it was getting that billet, it was going to Hollywood, it was going to L.A., you understand? Now you make sure you put that fire out, because that's going where the rich is at, okay? And see, and that's a message too, to let y'all know that, you know what, I don't care how much money you think you have, incidents can happen, okay? Things can happen. And so that fire was going to Hollywood. Y'all made sure y'all put that fire out, okay? So, and where it started from? Trees, okay? Somebody said it, because it didn't start from no one's house. It started in the forest, and then it goes to people's houses. So this is what happens. We know what is going on. You got the president tweaking nonsense. He's not a president. This man didn't even take off his gloves to go and make a call or do something. He did nothing. The kids is dying in fires. Because they want to save money and they want to rob money. And look what happened. Kids is dying, okay? This is on their back. They're doing this. They're doing this. They're robbing and they're stealing, and look what's happening. They close the fire engines all around in different areas. Even up here, they got certain fire engines they got closed down. What are they doing? They got the money. What's going on here? This is crazy. But this is nonsense. So we looking at this like, I said, I'm definitely got to put this on blast tonight, so I got to start my New Year's off with this, helping people about, listen, these fires is outrageous, You know, it's 2 in a couple of days. You know, and the whole thing is that it's all dealing with no heat. Okay, that people are trying to keep themselves warm. Okay, and the second one was a gas fire. The first one, who knows? But a child shouldn't have died in it. You know, the firefighters, when they get there, they get in there to burnt up people, dead people, in smoke inhalation. That's crazy. You know, that could be anybody's child. You know, that's crazy. This is uncalled for, and we're not accepting this. You know, we are not accepting this. We are the public. We are the people. This is not acceptable from nobody. From nobody. I don't want to hear what they say. I don't want to hear, oh, we didn't know. You open up the fire engines. Open up the ones. Give them money to do what they need to do. Fight these blazes. Fight the fire. Fight whatever they need to do. The money is there. It's there. The money is there. So they can't tell us there's no money. All right, so they're lying. But what they're doing is they're using these tactics. They're using this thing, you know, and people are getting hurt. And most of all, it's the little children. They're the ones getting hurt. So we're saying no to this. This is crazy. It's outrageous. You know, where are the detectives? You know, they used to have fire detectives, you know, all kinds of detectives to detect a fire. It will go off, people will hear it. You know, if they sleeping, it will wake them up. You know, you got people dying and they sleep because they didn't wake up on the fire. Something is wrong here, man. You know, and this is supposed to be America with dreams. It's shattering people's dreams already, man. You know, come on. You're worrying about other countries, you know, and that's crazy. You know, you need to worry about where your home is at, and people is not taking this lightly. You know, you got many people, especially in the Bronx, they upset about this. I know they're talking about this. Everybody that watching the news, that is you know, appalled. This is crazy. This is outrageous, and we're not accepting this from nobody. So we're saying, put money for these engines, give money to these departments, this fire departments. Open up the ones you shut down. You need to open them all back up, because you have the money for them, and they the one that's saving lives, okay? So if this incident didn't happen in 25 years, that means something's happening. That means somebody was doing something right, okay? Now, to come up and say, oh, well, it's not 25, it's after 25 years, and yeah, because what you're doing is you're shutting things down, and you're taking money, and so it ain't like it was 25 years ago. Okay, from that point to now, a whole lot of fire engines and fire departments has closed, okay? And they're trying to merge them and make one, okay? Not knowing that that's going to hurt you 25 years later. You see, 20 years later, 10 years later, 15 years later, which it did. You see, and that's what happened. It comes back at you. And look who suffers. The little children suffer behind all of this nonsense grown folks is doing. Okay? People of ages in agencies and leaderships, they're killing the children. And then they worrying about the terrorism, worrying about other stuff. Man, listen, you better put a name on yourself, because the 4 children and that 1-year-old child didn't die from somebody overseas or somebody's coming into this country. They died right here, okay? Because someone closed the fire departments, someone closed the different engines so that they couldn't get help. That's what somebody did. And they didn't do that from another country. They did it from U.S., United States, right here. You see? So I'm putting them on blast. I'm putting everybody on blast. Every government agency, I'm putting y'all on blast because y'all have money and y'all stealing money. I'm putting the Treasury Department on blast. I'm putting financial. I'm putting the commissioner. I'm putting y'all all on blast because y'all stealing money and them kids died behind y'all nonsense and greed. That's why. And I'm not taking that down. And that's not going lightly with me or with no one. So we're not trying to hear none of that. I was messed up when I heard those two fires. Immediately, I'm like, no. A 1-year-old child in the first fire, and the second fire, 4 children. I'm like, no, that is crazy. No. We see what people are doing with the money. It ain't benefiting you, and it ain't benefiting our children. So I'm telling you now, something's going to have to give in this year, 2018. This is a brand new year, and we're not trying to start it off with tragedy. We're not trying to start it off with children with no future, okay? And so, no, this is not happening here. Those were 2 bad, horrific fires, okay? And they could have been prevented if it was more fire departments in that area, okay? The Bronx is big. It needs more fire engines in that area. Them children would have never have died, okay? So we know money has been cut and put somewhere else and stealing and robbing. They took money from these firefighters. These firefighters had jobs and they were saving lives, okay? That's what that was the deal. That was the deal was, okay? You talking about you want more police, this and that, but you want to cut the firefighters. Their job is just much more important than the police, okay? So don't tell me you giving one over the other, okay? So I'm like, no, that's crazy. So we're going to stay on this. We're going to stay on for a minute because I want to make sure that you heard the message and that you're going to do something because I'm going to make sure that something is done about this, okay? I'm going to make sure something is done about this. I'm on this, and this is going all around the world because I'm going to put it on blast, okay? And this is not going down lightly because that could have been any one of my kids. That could have been anybody's kids, you know? Any one of us. That could have been our children in that fire like that. I'm like, no, that is not happening, okay? And, you know, my heart goes out to those families. 8 died and 4 just yesterday. That's 12 right there. And then the first fire, it was 11 and 1 year and a 1-year-old child. That's 12, another 12. It's crazy. You know, my family, my heart goes out to these people, these families, you know, because that's something that nobody can bear. You can't bear these things. I'm like, no, we are not taking these things that they're trying to feed us. The things that are happening, they're trying to sweep them under the rug. You don't even hear this stuff in the news some of the time because they don't want to put it in the news because they don't want to be at blame. And so what they do is that they say one thing, you might hear it on the radio, and then after that, it's gone. You know? So I'm going to pick this back up next week when I come back. Me and Milton, we're going to talk about this some more because I know he has some things to share about this. All right, so I'm going back to my shout-outs. Chela, CM Honeys, and she truly is a honey. She have 1 hour and 15 minutes, and this is a DVD. And she also have new things coming out, and stay tuned. When I get them, you will have them. But she also has chocolatemodels.com, and this is 31 videos, and you can have it. A video a day. 31 days. You can have it. Chelasway, chocolatemodels.com. She also has sexyassladies.com, and this is a 25-minute DVD. You can have it. Sexyassladies.com. And she also has Straight Stunning magazine. This is her 10th anniversary. And guess what? You can have it. Chelasway from the Bronx. StraightStunningMagazine.com. She also has Dorsey Girls. Yes, and she's on the cover of Dorsey Girls. And you can have it. Just go to her website. She also has Straight Stunning Magazine, issue 145. You can have it. Also, she has, don't forget, we dealing with children, and we're trying to help children not just get a balanced breakfast, but what? To be number one in this country, because we're not number one no more. And we're trying to save lives. And she is a part of that, Chelasway from the Bronx, making sure children get a balanced breakfast before the Looney Tunes, and to be number one in this country. Chelasway from the Bronx. And she can be on a cereal box near you. And we got Jackie, Lorraine, Jean, Anna, Melissa, Dot. And we got Ashley, we got Brieanna, Faith, Stephanie. We also have Mel, David, and Linda. And don't forget, co-host Milton Weeb. He'll be with you next week. We'll see you next week. Have a good New Year's. Good night.
Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know see from what here, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youths, take this message from this Rastaman. I and I study. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know see from what here, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that.